I just think that there's a lot of hypocrisy when people just decide to criticize one thing about her and the fact that she has money, and they completely ignore who she is and what she does with the money as well. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have a very special one because finally, after almost 10 months, we are going back to a Heart Evangelista reaction. I know this is something that you guys have been requesting for quite some time, especially with all of the new content that Heart has been putting out. And believe me, I have been enjoying a lot of it myself on my very own private time because, you know, when I love someone, I don't necessarily make a reaction video for every single thing, just for the content that I think that you guys might be interested in. And I just found this video which is titled 10 times Heart Evangelista proved she's a real crazy rich Asian. And this is posted by preview.ph, which is a magazine in the Philippines. So I'm really excited to see what is that they have to say about Heart. And please be careful because I am very quick to grab my chinelas to defend my girl, because you know that a lot of people like to bash Heart and just say random things about her, but we know, the fans, we understand who she is and how she is. Having said that, of course, if you guys have any other ideas or specific videos that you would like for me to react about Heart Evangelista, don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section down below. I do read my comments, and of course I take your suggestions into consideration as well. If you enjoyed this particular video though, don't forget to leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section your impressions about this entire thing. So without further ado, I will see you with the reaction right after the intro. Be strong.
When you think of a real-life Crazy Rich Asian, Heart Evangelista definitely comes to mind. Since the movie Crazy Rich Asians hit screens back in 2018, Heart Evangelista has become somewhat of an international sensation. Being featured in Harper's Bazaar's Real Crazy Rich Asians video, Heart has catapulted herself into YouTube stardom, a Vogue 100 nod, and front row access to international Fashion Week shows. In this episode of the Preview 10, we round up all the times Heart proves she's a real-life Crazy Rich Asian.
Alright. Before we get into the actual list and all of that, I will just give you some of my first impressions about Heart and some of the things that I just mentioned here in this intro. The first thing is that, you know, for some reason everyone attaches Heart Evangelista with this behavior of a crazy rich Asian, which of course is attached to her name and the fact that she has been able to build a fortune for herself. But in reality, I don't think that Heart has the behavior of a crazy rich Asian, you know, like it's not something that you will see her just throwing money at the walls and like spending money for whatever reason. Actually, for those of you who know her, you will know that she actually is very calculated with the way that she spends her money and the things that she invests in. And I think that's a very important word. It's not just about spending money or buying stuff, but it's investing your money. But anyways, I'll keep some of those thoughts and reflections for the video because I'm sure like they will give us some of the stereotypical things that we usually hear about Heart. So let's keep watching. I'm excited.
Number 10. She has a jaw-dropping Hermes collection. From Hermes wallpaper to plates, scarves, and even beddings, Heart lives and breathes Hermes. In fact, she's a proud owner of the coveted Himalayan Birkin bag that's worth thousands of dollars. The most expensive one yet was sold for $380,000, or roughly
$380,000? That's worth more than my entire net worth. Actually, that is more than double my entire net worth. Actually, that is more than 3 times my entire net worth. Lord have mercy. All of that for one bag. For one bag. But you know what? My girl worked hard for it. She can afford it. So, God bless it. God bless it. Blessings to your bag, Heart.
18 million pesos. Heart is quite the known collector that she actually spends time with Hermes executive Michael Kors every time she's in Paris. Number 9. Her closet looks more like a boutique than your typical wardrobe. Heart's closet tour is one of her most popular videos on her YouTube channel, and for good reason. The space is Instagrammable from every angle and looks like the interior of a luxury store. Also, it has its own electronic lock, a staircase lined with framed Hermes scarves, and a bathroom to match.
Oh my god. Okay, you know, quick comment about that video because that's a very special video for me. That's actually how I discovered Heart. This is the video that you guys were really asking me, Luis, can you react to this, please, please, please? I was like, okay, I'll do it. And honestly, that was so impressive because I remember, if you guys, well, if you've been here for a while, back in the day I was living in a like tiny room. So watching that video, I was like, her closet is bigger than my entire apartment. And well, now that I moved, even now I think that the closet is still bigger than my entire apartment. But it was just so interesting to see not only the proportions of the closet, but also I was really amazed at the fact that it was so organized. It was like really with a color scheme, with the type of accessories and wardrobe, but also she knew everything about every single piece. And that's something that really stayed with me, because usually when we think about rich people, we think that they just go to the store and they just buy one of everything. But that was not the impression that I got from her. It seemed like she had an emotional like link with every single piece of clothing or shoe or accessory or whatever it is. So that's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of that. What about you guys? What was your first impression after watching that video? I know that it's super popular, so a lot of you, I'm sure that you have seen it as well. Let me know in the comments.
Low-key display of designer bags she actually keeps hidden behind a curtain. We could only wish she showed more. Number 8. She can make anything look expensive. From her viral Chanel logo fries and cold cuts to her diamond-clad photos eating fast food fried chicken.
That's so
Her
extra.
can make anything and everything look like $1,000,000 pesos or more. The actress always makes an effort to elevate the ordinary things in life. You can't say she has the Midas touch to turn even everyone's favorite Petit Canton and Coca-Cola bottle into a high-end gourmet-looking Instagram photo. No.
I mean, I think that's definitely more of like the diva side of Heart, because although we know that she's very humble, she's very sweet and down to earth, of course she's also diva. Like, she loves all the glam and all the, you know, eccentricities as well. And I don't blame her for that. Like, if any of us guys had that budget, we would be doing the most. And I mean like the most best, I will say even. So I think that doing stuff like that is just fun for her, it's just entertaining, and the fact that she gets to share it with her fans. I mean, those who understand it know that it's just, you know, for entertainment and amusement. It doesn't really have to do anything with her personality or thinking that having Chanel shaped fries is gonna actually like elevate the price or the flavor or anything like that. It's just fun and games, okay? Fun and games.
Number 7. Her dog Panda even wears designer accessories.
Ooh.
Heart gives the same luxury treatment to her furry friends. In case you didn't notice, her favorite pooch Panda, who has her own Instagram by the way, whereas on the daily Agoya,
I don't blame her, like a lot of people do this, so.
pesos to 28,000 pesos in an Hermes fleece scarf that will set you back around 8,000 pesos. No big deal. Number 6. He's been featured on international fashion magazines like Vogue and Harper's Bazaar. Though Heart has been a household name in the Philippines since she was a teen, it's only in recent years since Crazy Rich Asians was she really discovered by the foreign press. With the approval of Kevin Kwan himself, whom she met at a preview party, Heart immediately became a favorite contributor and subject of Harper's Bazaar, and more recently was part of Vogue 100. Number 5.
Okay, before they move into number 5, I think that this is one of the most impressive things about Heart. One of the things that I like the most is that, well, when I think of the Philippines and its culture and the artists and the people, I feel like the Philippines is extremely rich in terms of talent, whether it's with the singers, with the actresses, with the divas, whatever it is. But for some reason, there is not that much Filipino representation in Western media or in Western entertainment. Even in Europe, I don't see it as much as when you are really invested and submerged in the Filipino bubble. So of course, I think that Harper's Bazaar and all of these magazines, you know, especially that Heart gets invited to Paris Fashion Week every single year, they just saw the potential, they saw the level of, you know, what Heart brings to the table, and they just decided to include her in that project. I know that that really puts her on a different level compared to her peers, but ultimately you gotta look at it from the perspective that Heart is opening doors for other people who will come after her. The fact that she gets noticed and the fact that she brings the Filipino flag everywhere that she goes in the world, doesn't matter where she is, will ultimately open doors, hopefully, for other Filipino artists, for other Filipino entertainers, for actresses and actors and divas and whatever you want to call it. You know, we talk about representation in the media so much, and I feel like it doesn't matter what type of publicity. Sometimes it's good publicity, sometimes it's bad, but for as long as people talk about you, you are kind of leaving a trace, you are kind of leaving a footprint that you were there, that you existed. And that's one of the reasons why when people come up with videos like this, putting Heart in the category of like a crazy rich Asian or stuff like that, I don't necessarily take it badly. I don't think she takes it badly herself, because she knows that they're just talking about her and her lifestyle and how she handles herself on social media. It doesn't mean that she is like this all the time. 24/7. You know, I think that she's a real person like any one of us.
And subject of Harper's Bazaar, and more recently was part of Vogue 100. Number
Sana
5,
all.
she's the face of luxury fashion brands. Heart Evangelista's style influence has definitely gone global. So much, in fact, that international brands have tapped her to front their campaigns. Just recently, a luxury Italian brand, Ferragamo, included Heart in their Silk Your Styles
Salvatore.
campaign. This makes her the first and only Filipina to be part of such
And
a
only.
worldwide initiative by a major designer brand. She's also had social media deals with Louis Vuitton, Dior, Burberry, and more. Number 4.
This is precisely what I'm telling you. She is the first and only, but I'm pretty sure that she will not be the last one. So it's all about breaking barriers, opening doors. And although now people just look at her because she's the only Filipina like in the mainstream world of fashion, I will say like getting this type of deals, it doesn't mean that there won't be other Filipino women or Filipino entertainers that will be able to do the same because of her.
Number 4, she can travel to luxury destinations on a whim. A trip to exclusive resorts or getaways like Balisin and Alphaland Baguio mountain lodges are no big deal for Heart. The actress has been seen jet-setting off to different luxury hotspots within a month. Be it for a front row seat at international fashion weeks, a sourcing trip to Sorsogon for her online shop Mason Love Marie, or simply a quaint vacation to recharge at an exclusive white sand beach, Heart easily hops on a plane and travels the world in style.
I mean, I think that when you have this type of money, when you have like built a fortune for yourself, it becomes a lot easier to travel. I don't know, I'm not sure. Please let me know in the comment section if you think that Heart owns like a private jet. I don't think so, but even if she didn't own a private jet, I'm pretty sure that at that point it's much easier to just have a relationship with airlines and certain, you know, companies that just make it so much accessible to travel, even if it's on a last notice. And also, you know that for people in this industry, in entertainment especially, they have such hectic and crazy schedules. Like one day they might have an event in a part of the world and the next day they need to be like elsewhere. So they're used to this type of things. It's a lifestyle. I'm sure that for the average person this is like mind-blowing and impressive, the fact that one day you can be at the beach and the next day you can be like in a cold country. But I mean, it is part of the job. It comes with the entire thing of being in the entertainment. So is that like crazy rich? I mean, it's rich behavior for sure, but I don't think it's crazy. That's my thing. Like people be like, she's crazy. Like, no, she's not crazy. She's just working.
At Sand Beach, Heart easily hops on a plane and travels the world in style. Number 3, she owns a massive jewelry collection as well. Just like Astrid Leong in the film, Heart loves to invest in fine jewelry. From her stack of diamond-date party bracelets that are worth roughly 2 million pesos each, to her massive heart-shaped diamond ring and a collection of Van Cleef Arpels rings, Heart is always seen wearing designer bling. She even owns a pair of Versace hair clips that cost 7,000 pesos each. Number 2.
They made a mistake. Like, that's not 7,000, that's 700, darling. Wait.
Pair of Versace hair clips that cost 7.
They put 700. That 7,000 is not the same. You're missing 1 0. Just a tiny little difference, you know. Me too. I love to invest in jewelry. As you can see here, this is probably worth 20 pesos. But it's not about the amount. It's about the attitude, darling. It's about how you carry yourself. Okay. Anyways,
1,000 pesos each. Number 2, she does a lot of charity work. Charity work is important for Heart too. If you follow the multi-hyphenate on Twitter, you'll notice that she constantly interacts with people who tag her for financial or medical aid. The actress actively seeks out those who she can provide with any type of care, whether that's paying for hospital bills or pending tuition fees. She's also known to give out relief goods whenever a crisis happens, and her brand Mason Love Marie actually helps local artisans from Sorsogon. Oh, and furry friends have a special place in her heart as well.
This is what I'm talking about. You know, when it comes to the charity work and everything that Heart does for the communities around her, this is what people don't talk about. You know, this is what people forget. Whenever they want to hate on her, whenever they want to throw shade, whenever they want to be, you know, get smart about her, they never talk about the help and the charity and the things that she does for people around her. I think that there is this mentality a little bit like on mainstream media that the rich people are necessarily like bad people, and I don't think that's necessarily true. Of course, I feel like a lot of people keep their their fortunes and the richness for themselves, and they don't share, and because of that we create like this massive difference between the rich and the poor. If you are self-made, if you come from nothing, and if your family or yourself you were able to build a fortune, there's nothing wrong with having wealth. It's really all about how you use it. For example, if Heart is using some of her money to help people around her or communities that are struggling, that's already something good. Like, most of us complaining are not doing anything for other people around us, even if it's small actions. I remember particularly during the time of the pandemic in 2020, early 2021, people were really coming for her and being like, how can you post videos about buying certain stuff and about your closet and this and that? And it's all about, girl, okay, like, she has, you know, a fortune, she built this for herself, so let the girl enjoy her money, but she's also doing a lot for other people. You also have to take a look at those things and not be so selective on what you decide to criticize. You have to look at the overall picture. And it's also part of acknowledging that during the pandemic, Heart was putting out so much content, especially about her collections, her items, her closet, her home, her relationship with Chiz, and like so many different videos, which was also part of entertainment and giving back to the people, because during the pandemic, if you don't remember, we couldn't go out, we were stuck at home. So having people creating content for us from the moments that we were not able to interact with other people, I don't know for you, but for me personally, that really carried me through the pandemic. I know that a lot of people, for example, messaged me and they told me back in the day during the pandemic, you know, watching your videos really helped me, just made me, you know, made my days easier. Or I had people messaging me and saying, for example, I contracted, you know what, already. During that time, I will just watch your videos and it will make me happy. So I'm pretty sure that there's pretty much the same type of thing happening for Heart. And I just think that there's a lot of hypocrisy when people just decide to criticize one thing about her and the fact that she has money, and they completely ignore who she is and what she does with the money as well. So don't try me, girl. I know my girl Heart. Look, I'm ready to defend her no matter what, so you guys better don't come for me in the comments, because I'm gonna get my chinelas. Where are my chinelas at?
Friends from Sorsogon. Oh, and furry friends have a special place in her heart as well. Number 1, she's an Ong Pao girl. A lot of people often speculate how Heart can afford her lavish lifestyle. Here's one half of your answer. She's an Ong Pao girl. Her family owns the Barrio Fiesta chain of restaurants and has been a prominent player in the food industry since 1965. Though her family likes to keep themselves low-key, like true crazy rich Asians who like to stay out of the news, Heart's showbiz path makes her an exception. She is an actress after all. But other than her family's wealth and connections, Heart has been able to pay for her own fashion splurges through her paintings. A couple could very much pay for Birkin FYI, her multiple endorsement deals, and her acting career. Though Heart shares a lot of her life on social media, there's still a part of her lavish lifestyle we can't get enough of. Guess we can agree that we all live vicariously through Love Marie's lens, one Instagram post at it.
That's for sure. Alright, so let's talk about this very quickly. I mean, especially the last part. I remember when I first reacted to Heart, everyone was saying, you know, she comes from old money, she gets the money from her family and all. But once again, it's just giving props where props are due. I think that in a way, I can kind of draw like a similar line between Heart and perhaps like Paris Hilton. You know, Paris Hilton, for example, she comes from money herself. Like, her family are the owners of the entire Hilton hotels chain, you know, so it's something that of course they make like millions and millions and millions of dollars. But Paris was able to build something incredible for herself, like her own fortune, her own empire, as she likes to call it. And I think that Heart was able to do the same thing through her career as an artista, as an actress, as a painter, and just finding new ways to invest the money and the capital that she was able to create from all of that. We often hear Heart talking about investing her money smartly, not just buying things because she wants them, but really because those things will increase in value over time, or because those things she will be able to use for many years to come. And I think those are things that people don't take into consideration, or once again, they're not even listening or trying to learn from her, because when you look at her videos, the surface is entertainment. The surface might seem a little bit superficial, but deep down in the videos, you have a lot of content, a lot of value, a lot of substance. And that's really up to you to go and grab it. So there you go, you guys. That was my reaction for this video. 10 times Heart Evangelista proved that she's a real crazy rich Asian. What do you guys think? Is that a true statement or not? I personally think that you know, the statement, it's a little bit of a clickbait just to get people to click on it and be amazed at her lifestyle, but deep down she's an amazing woman with incredible values, and of course she has built something incredible for herself and her lifestyle. So I will be reading you down in the comment section. Please let me know your impressions about this video and my comments. While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like so that you guys recommend it to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug. That's the latest rotation on the channel. Know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.